Hello, 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 and welcome to the commentary zone. As you enter the room, please don't forget, give us a little thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, notification bell, and tell a friend. Okay, guys. What's going on here? Anyhow, welcome to the show. Today on the docket we have uh 90 Day Fiance. What am I saying? Not 90
Now,
Day
what are you
Fiance.
saying?
I have no idea. My Big Fat Fabulous Life, Season 13, Episode 2. And what is this one called? Twinkle, Twinkle, Fertile Star. Um, I'm a little distracted, Jamal. Are we live? Can you just check?
Uh, sure, no problem.
Because mine is
It says-
just spinning.
Yeah, it says live. Let me double check. Yeah, it says live on mine.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay. Let's
and we have six. Well,
see.
we already have 6 likes. So, and Steven's
Awesome.
and Steven's in the chat. So,
The funny thing is that when I click into the show, I don't see anything.
really? Yeah, I see the blue overlay is up.
Why am I not seeing it? Ah, okay. Well, then I guess I will just shut this down. I guess my phone is overwhelmed today. Anywho, alrighty. So, guys, I think to say that we're disappointed is a generous statement. Is it not? I don't know. This show is just so tacky and a waste of time, but we're going to watch it because you guys seem to like it. Let's say hi to everybody who's joined us. Hi, Steven. Hi, Ryan. Um, some dumb show. Thank you for confirming that we are live. I couldn't see us. Let's see. Hi, Wendy. Hi, little lady. Who Hello, Cecile H. Welcome, welcome. Everybody say hello and welcome, Cecile, to our little tribe. Welcome, welcome. YouTube removed my comment about punching Whitney. Oh, well then don't punch her. We're gonna be nice to her for at least the first 30 seconds.
Excuse me. We
Huh?
got we got vagina saging and coochie seances. What are we doing with this show now? Is this what we reduced to?
Well, I was more concerned with the egg getting in the bed.
Yeah.
That was my concern. But I'm older. And she's genuinely a little nasty when it comes to personal hygiene. So I feel bad for Todd if he has to clean that house, but
Right?
Mm. Anywho, how do we start? We opened up this episode with Jessica, Isaiah, and Whitney playing basketball to take Jessica's mind off the fact that her father has recently passed. They can't play basketball, but they sit down afterwards to pick out um, bio
Furniture.
gunk to order for Whitney online because apparently Whitney can't do this herself. She's narrowed it down to 3, but she needs someone else to pick it for her because she is notorious for picking the wrong men. And we see little montages about it. And then Isaiah is the one who has picked specimen number 3 as the one that they should purchase. Do you want to go through the donors or do you not care?
I don't care because we know there's this storyline, and she's just giving her side characters something to do because
Mhm.
she needs someone else interesting on the show. Yeah. So that's
Mhm.
pretty much where we are. We know this is storyline. We know this is storyline.
Preview.
Because she said number 3 was her favorite anyway.
Yeah. So wait a minute. The preview of the Foon? What's okay. The passing ceremony pissed me off. Why did that piss you off? Having her leg up and spread bothered me. I just kept thinking about the smell. Oh, now, little lady, it's 30 seconds up already. And Whitney got basted with egg wash like a chicken pot pie. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Hello, Tracy. Tracy's been on vacay and ignoring me and Ryan. So this welcome back, Tracy. Missed you. Um, Steven says she's a mess. Can you imagine if she gets a baby? No, I can't. Can anybody picture her as being a mom though? Um, Such a wild comment.
No, not
Who
really.
can forget such a thing? Aww, not egg wash like a pot pie. Yes. So if she gets pregnant and has a kid that disappoints her, she'll blame Isaiah and Jessica. She is irrational with the things that she says. Um, Debbie, really, with this mess on our screen? Just for you, Tracy. Welcome back. A big crotch shot. That's for you. But she picks donor number 3, who is he speaks 7 languages. Dark. What does he have? Dark brown eyes, dark hair, Danish and German. Um, and he's like 6'7" and 218
Right.
pounds.
Yep.
Damn. But Isaiah was smart. Isaiah said, pick him and you'll get a basketball star and he'll take care of you when you get old. I think he was the only one who was thinking with sense. Hi, Sodan.
I
Um,
mean, when he said it, it makes sense. He's like, forget brains, forget smart. No, 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 no. That don't matter.
oh my God.
He had been cracking up with that though.
We have to get to this. How did the sage blow out when she lifted her leg? What was going on there?
Oh, oops.
Tracy's been MIA in incognito. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, Deb, but you know Whitney isn't the most sanitary. No, she isn't. I agree with you on that. Did you bring us cheap t-shirts? You're a member of the tribe when you begging for cheap t-shirts, and I like to beg for fridge magnets.
Okay, I have a question for you though. Did
Yeah.
anyone else pick up on this? Okay.
What?
You haven't seen Ashley in over a year and a half, right?
Mhm.
The last time
Mhm.
we saw Ashley, she didn't like you because she
Mhm.
quit her full-time job with benefits to work for you, and you replaced her with automation. Then you go
Mhm.
to you didn't know she was pregnant, right? Then
Uh-huh.
you go to the fact that you was holding her leg when the baby was born or something, whatever.
That was
Then
the
we
first
come
baby,
to
not the second baby. The
not the
fallout
second one.
happened with
Okay,
the second baby. Mhm.
that's right. Okay, still you weren't there. Well, she was still there though. All right, now comes
Mhm.
this season. All of a sudden, Ashley has a part-time job, but you haven't seen her in a year and a half. But she worked for you part-time.
Mhm.
And now she's
All of it is a
performing,
lie.
and
None of
she's
it makes sense.
right, and now she's in your bedroom performing vaginal seances and saging.
Mhm.
How?
It's so contrived.
Okay,
It's so
thank you.
contrived.
I feel better
Cecilia
that now you
says,
said that.
I hope she gets a baby. I just don't think she needs to film all the stuff leading up to it. Um, well, you're a better person than I am. But I guess that's how she makes her money. Yep, there you go. There you go. Keep talk about
I
how
wonder,
colorful the donors were. Ooh,
I wonder if her and Heather fell out. The reason why is she Ashley is the one who got tasked with the duties.
Heather was done. I don't know what happened between two of them, but we ain't seen Heather since.
She was there for Babs' like memorial, and that was it, right?
Cause she like Babs, but probably
Right,
nothing else.
right.
So then says the problem I have with her doing this is the way she it's ridiculous. I just want to slap her. Come on, y'all, no physical violence. Um babies don't inherit foreign don't inherit foreign languages. Such an odd reason to pick them. I think she was picking them for like intelligence. I would if I see somebody can speak 7 languages, I'm really thinking that they're intelligent because I can't even speak one. Um, her mom sending a message, Sage, L equal no baby now. Ooh, y'all. Mm-mm-mm. Um, where's the other friend that used to date Buddy? I can't think of her name. That's Heather, ain't it? Heather used to date Buddy? No. Who did Heather date? Who did Buddy date? Hmm.
Wait a minute, wasn't it Ashley who dated Buddy?
No.
Somebody dated Buddy. It was. Okay, hold on.
It was Heather right before he became a crackhead.
Okay,
Because he became a crackhead with her while he was living in Whitney's attic.
gotcha. So it was Heather. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I think she just needed more characters for the show, so she brought Ashley back. Nobody really likes her, and I think she had to pay Ashley some good money.
Yes. You see, she got
Mm.
that part-time job back, right?
She does not work for Whitney other than on the show.
I mean,
Tal pouted about being the sage person. He needs to leave, like stay away from her
he
vagina.
does. He does.
He's so disgusting. All right, Heather, yes.
He
Thank you for confirming, Cecile.
But the thing with Tom, since we're on the subject of him, I didn't never liked him. So like me, I just don't really care about him because, sir, like I understand depression and all that good stuff, but why
Mm.
are you on the show with Whitney when you know she stresses you out? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Is she the best person is she the best person to be around when you're going through things? I don't think so.
Well, how come his never mind. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say. Does she realize a baby is a lifelong thing? She was about to be mad. Ashley gave her another turtle, which live a long time. Yeah. But you notice what she said. I don't want to waste time on another turtle, but I'll waste time on a baby. Wow. Okay. Um, what else are y'all saying in here? Y'all got a lot to say about this show. Height and size don't equal automatic pro athlete either. No, they don't. No, they don't. Especially if her genes are in the mix. Just saying. Heather, okay. Where did Heather go? Heather just left. Heather gave up. Their reasoning was wackadoo. Heather was with Buddy. Ashley is the one there now, but we never see her men. Wait, what you mean men? Baby daddies, whatever. We saw him once because he's African American.
Yes, we saw him one time
We
real
saw
quick.
him
Like it was
once,
real quick.
like at a park or something. It was like a flash in the pan. It was real quick. I can't with him being this upset over waving in busy parking lot. Is that his biggest issue in life? Yeah, their whole argument is dumb. Ashley, you saw Ashley. Ashley shut down. What's she name? Whitney trying to mediate between the two so that they can get resolution and closure. And Ashley's like, "Bitch, I'm here saging your vagina. I'm not interested in finding any resolution or peace with Tal. Like, what's the big deal? This is all I signed up for." We saw an earlier season. He's either black or biracial. I don't think he wants to be on camera. I don't blame him. I don't blame him, especially not on this show. He was around to get the house. Now he gotta pay the mortgage every month. He don't seem stable enough to be around this mess. Oof. Not you getting into his bank account. Does anybody other than me think that Wendy's trying to compete with Heather as far as Whitney's trying to compete with Heather as far as getting pregnant or at least take the shine away from her? Well, Heather's not on the show anymore. I think I this is sad, but I think Jessica's having problems conceiving. She has done IVF, she's had 5 miscarriages. She cannot, I think she can conceive, but she can't carry. Um, and I would hate to think this was true, but I think she wants to have the baby before Jessica. And that's just a way for her to one up Jessica. That's how I feel. Um, she makes everything about herself, just another extra on the show. Yeah, just ridiculous. But okay, so then we see Todd bringing in a bag to Whitney on the back porch. Child is Minchie. But can I say, whoever vet did this, they did it really nice. They had the little urn with his name engraved on the front. They had a nose print. They had paw prints. They had a little poem. They had like a bunch of his ratty fur that the two of them started smelling. I was hoping that they would inhale ticks. Um, but this was like a really nice pet package. Did you not
It
think
really
so?
was. I looked at the certificate. Like you said, everything that came with it. I'm
Yes.
like, wow, this was so nice.
I was like, this is nice. Who is this vet? And it's sad that this was the highlight of the show for me. This is the highlight of the show. And this is when they decide that they're gonna throw a memorial service for Minchie. I hope I'm saying that name right. I don't know. I don't care.
Hinchy.
Is Hinchy or oh whatever the cat, the 17-year-old cat, is getting a memorial service, and that will be the entirety of next week's episode. God bless us all. Um, Next up, a delivery is made to her home with the frozen nut juice in its nitrogen tank, and at least that was accurate. But I think she's waiting too long to do the insemination. Like, it felt like days went by with that thing on the toilet floor before she got
Agreed.
around to doing it. Um, she calls Ashley. They're talking like two teenagers. Next scene. Um, Whitney is at dinner with Hunter and Glenn. Why is it every time that she's telling them about this, they seem so surprised? Do they think that she's as much of a liar as we do? It's just like she's already told you in the back garden at the family house. Now she's telling you again at dinner. Um, Nobody can take my mail and open it like that. Like, no, like that's my mail. Don't touch it. I thought that scene was staged. She like, why are you bring? Oh, it was Dad who brought it to the dinner. Well, anyway,
Right.
Hunter, don't take my mail and open it. Period. End of story. Oh, but the delivery was her insemination kit because that came separate from the nut juice. Next, we go back to the drama with Tal. Um, I thought this was dumb. I don't understand their argument.
We don't know. We don't even know what was said though. Here's the whole thing. We don't know what the argument was about. We don't know. But we know. Okay, it's something about you didn't say hi to me in the parking lot. Okay. But we don't like
Mhm.
we said some hurtful things to each other. Like, what kind of hurtful things did y'all say? Like, what was said?
I don't know, like how bad. Like, first of all, it tells me that a few little words have y'all not speaking for 2 years because someone didn't see someone wave in the parking lot. Y'all weren't real friends to begin with.
That was my whole thing. Because if one argument can blow up your friendship, then y'all really weren't that friends anyway. I agree
And
with you there.
then, he must have said something about her size, and then she must have said something about his orientation, and then that's where it went downhill. That's what it was,
Yeah.
because these idiots are so juvenile.
No, I agree with you. I'm like, it had to be like for y'all not to be speaking. It had to be
Mm-hmm.
something like real cut to the meat kind of deep.
Mm-hmm.
Or
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 I
maybe she said
got a
something like
man
we
and
know.
he can't keep one.
What do you say?
That she got a man and he can't get one.
That's what I was about to say. Like she's this is what she probably said something like real quick. Like this is why that's why your man left.
Mm-mm. Oh my God, y'all are talking about the wait, hold on. And the nurse was nice enough to give me a nose print. So you got one too. I didn't even know they did that shit. That I thought it was very, very nice. Very, very nice. Um, but he's taking this to heart. I thought he it was just irrational, his thinking about it. I think this is the scene where she went over to his house. He came out and sat in the car and they were talking, and he apologizes for his reactions, but I just need to feel like you're on my team. What are you, 6? Like, I saw a different side of Tal. I didn't like it. Like, I thought Tal used to be the most stable person in this friend group, and he turns out to be the most irrational one. I don't get it. Get your shit together, collect your paycheck so that you can go to the therapist.
Yeah, like he has a lot of issues. Like a lot of issues. And I want to know what happened with him and his man to where y'all had to break up, sell the house, and you moved down the street from Whitney. That's what we really need to know. Because for me, here's my thing: the way he's coming across, that breakup seems to have been very traumatic. If that's what it was, I do feel
Yep.
that way. Like, he seems
Yep.
like emotionally not stable, like, and not over his feet. He just seems very lost.
Mm-hmm. I hope he's been in therapy since the last season, because the last season was the beginning of the breakdown, wasn't it? Because he took family care leave or something like that so that he could go into therapy, but interrupted it so that he could go on vacation with Whitney. Um, I I hope he stayed in therapy. It doesn't look like it's working, or he regressed with an innocent comment that Whitney said in passing. That's what this all started with. So Whitney has never said in 2 years anything about Jessica. In 2 years. Don't you find that strange as well? Like, this show, y'all need to get it together.
They don't tell a
Um,
story very well, is what it is.
mm-mm. Well, anyway, I guess they made up or whatever.
Who made up?
Whitney and Tal.
Um, for now,
Well, he needs a paycheck. Um, Next is the egg wash seance exorcism of Whitney and Jessica. I don't know who helped Ashley with this, but from the turtles to the stickmen to the egg wash to the poem, or it sounded like witchcraft to me. I don't know. It was just, and the saging, it was team too much. I hope she got hazard pay for that. Oh, and they even had French fries. French fries, honey, all of this bullshit she brought into this girl's room. But wait, this isn't even her room. This is like the spare room, ain't it? Because wasn't her bed the other
Yes,
way? And her
yes.
bed doesn't have that headboard. Whose room is this?
It has to be the spare room.
How many rooms she got in that house? Mm-mm. Wasn't Ashley on the show last year? Was she? I don't
I
remember
think she.
Ashley last year.
No, she was. Remember they met at the bar,
Mm-hmm.
and then that's when she found out Ashley was pregnant or something. That's what I remember.
Mm-mm.
Because she saw Ashley. She's like, no way. Yeah, I think they met at the bar to talk.
Wasn't Ashley? Oh yeah, Ashley was real far along pregnant and she didn't
Yes,
know.
she didn't know.
That was embarrassing. Um yes, Tracy, we need the Dolphin Island. We they're coming though. They're coming. Mm, okay, so after that miss, she kicks them out of the room. Um in all fairness, Ashley did the same shit to Jessica, like what she was doing to Whitney. Because again, Jessica is trying to get pregnant. We find out from Whitney that both she and Jessica are ovulating at the same time. And that's why Ashley decided to do this, because she was just paying her back for everything that she did for her, that Whitney did for her when she was pregnant with her first child. Um, and so she throws them out the room, including the dog. There's egg everywhere. And she goes into the bathroom. She gets the insemination kit, but she leaves the nut juice in the bathroom. And she goes, I guess it's time for me to get pregnant. Oh, one other thing. Jessica thinks that she should stop dating while inseminating. Could not agree more. Could not agree more. And I hope that Whitney had bought a few samples, because usually the first time doesn't work. So I hope she has that lined up. And so cameras go down, they go out of the room, and we leave Whitney in the bedroom with her insertion unit and and a bunch of French fries. I don't know. I guess this is how they ended the show. It was just ridiculous.
Stupid.
I wish they could do better. I
I
really
think
do
they
wish they
can't.
could
They're
do better.
lazy. They're lazy. Period.
Oh, and then she tries to force Ashley into reconciling with Todd. Stop it. These people's lives are not for your content. And we're not interested. I'm going to speak for myself. I'm not interested in whether they're friends or not. Um, what are y'all saying in here? Tal has major depression. I agree with that. I'm not licensed to diagnose it, but I do agree. I think he has some serious issues that he needs to sort out. A lot of underlying issues. The argument with Ashley was not that serious. Yep. That would have been the last time he'd be hanging up on me. Open so late. Hello, avoiding eye contact. I don't think it's up to Ashley to have to help him move on. I agree with that.
I agree
Um,
with that too. I was like, how you trying to force somebody and don't here's the thing. Okay. I understand when she said she wanted to be a mediator, fine, cool, whatever, right? When she tried to use Tal's mental health to guilt Ashley into meeting with him. No,
okay.
no, absolutely not. You don't do that.
Mm-mm. Okay, she ain't talked to that friend in 2 years, so why? When she was laughing with Tal, did she even bring that friend up other than to start mess? There you go. Yep, we think she was. I need some. Yep, we need it too. Glenn's room. Ew. Can you imagine if they're doing that in Glenn's room? But then again, I don't think he lived there. I think Glenn has found himself a little girlfriend and he lives elsewhere. He only shows up for filming. What's it gonna
True.
call? Oh, don't worry, you ain't missing nothing, Ryan. Spent all that time and money to redo Glenn's house, and he don't even live there. Doesn't Hunter stay there? I'm not sure if he uses Glenn's. Well, he was living in that redecorated room.
Right.
And I don't think she paid a damn thing for that because she hyped up every single business and contractor that she brought in there. I think she got stuff at seriously reduced rates for time on television. You don't think that's Glenn's room? Okay. Oh yes, last year it was all about her new sister. Yep. Um, and the wedding of her niece. I can understand though sometimes it's hard to live in a house you spend so many years with a person that passed away. The memories in the house are too much. Yep. Net juice. Well, I got that from Pascal covering the Diddy trial. So we all know what I've been paying attention to. Um, that's why he wanted to sell it, but Whitney stopped him. Actually, it's her only content. Oof. Glenn's talking about traditions. I wonder what conversation Glenn was in. Because it can't be with his two kids, the two most disappointing children ever in life. Um, Maybe he sees something in them that I don't. But anyway, um, he knocked up his girlfriend, left the country, never came back for her. His child was raised by strangers. Is that the traditional family he means? Oh, Wendy, you cut into the quick. Whit also likes to throw it in Glenn's face that he had a baby out of wedlock. She finally got something to one up her daddy on. That's childhood issues for her. Because he told her that her panties was too big or something like that. Remember what
Right.
she
Yes.
said?
Yeah, she's still mad about this. She's still mad about that.
Mm-hmm. She uses Babs and her cats passing a storyline. No shame whatsoever. Um, you act like he's just up and left. He was in the military and he said he didn't even know she was pregnant. I'm well aware that he was drafted. My point is, he never went back for her or his child or ever told his other kids they had a sibling. Oof. We going after Glenn. And Glenn was a hottie. He, we all know he was a Rolling Stone. Come on now. If my dad, hold on, if my dad kept that from me for 50 years, I'd be mad too. Wait, she's not 50. um, why would he go back if he didn't know she was pregnant? Her family sent her away to have the baby, and then she gave it up for adoption, so he knew nothing about her. Ooh, child. Look, that's their issues. And what's the sister name again? Blondie. What's her name?
Angie?
Angie. There you go. Angie has forgiven all, and she's now on the hunt for her child that she gave up for adoption. So we need an update on that. We need to make the family complete. Um, a minute 40. Wendy, you so wrong for calling her 50. um, okay, Glenn had to drive to another town to get her undies years ago. Oh my lord. Whitney has so many other things to be upset at her dad about uh over his very active life as a young single man. He eventually did find out and never told Hunter or Whitney. Oof. Lordy, 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 lordy. Anywho, that was the episode, y'all. It was just paltry with content. And the highlight of the episode for me was when they brought the cat's remains in that beautiful blue gift bag back to the house, and you saw all of the things that they did. I thought that was a well put together um, memorial for the cat. I thought that was really nice. I never knew people were doing that. Um, was an honest type. I seriously bet 40. Okay, Wendy, I'll let you go with that one. But it was funny. It was funny. Sorry for saying anything. Uh, what are y'all doing? At Wendy's front here, I'm not. Okay, okay. All right, let's settle down now. None of that in the chat. We've got company here. Cecile, I hope you're having a good time. All right, so that's the episode. Tomorrow we'll talk about Thousand Pound Roomies. It's their final episode, isn't it, Jamal? I think it is.
It looks like it is.
Yeah, I think it's their final episode. So join us tomorrow. We're gonna go on a little bit later because Jamal, you can't start until 4:30, right?
Like 4:30ish, yeah.
Yeah, so that'll be 7:30 East Coast time. We'll be here a little bit later, just to go through the Roomies show. So join us for the finale tomorrow. And that's all I got. Jamal, what about you? Any final thoughts?
There's nothing. I'm probably got this far with this show. This is gonna be so bad. We might as well just prepare ourselves for it and do not expect any thing better. I expect that whatever trip they go on is gonna flop and be horrible. I'm just preparing myself. I'm not trying to be negative, but I'm gonna prepare myself for the absolute worst outcome.
Do we have any idea where they're going this year?
Probably Pismo Beach or like Tampa or something like that. Don't care.
They went to Spain last year and Switzerland before that. Come on, they got to do better. But if she's pregnant, they'll probably go down to the
Stop.
local YMCA to the pool.
If you don't stop.
I'm trying to help her with her storyline, her little fake and fraudulent storyline, because quite honestly, I don't. You know what I think. I told Jamal before we started that I feel that she will do the insemination or pretend to do the insemination and say that it didn't work or she miscarried and then sit there and cry like how she did last year in Spain when the guy she met online did not show up for the date and say, "Woe is me. This only happens to me because I'm fat." That's my thoughts on it. I've also come to the conclusion that the only reason why she wants to get pregnant now is because Jessica is trying to get pregnant. And Jessica is having a lot of problems. And so I guess she wants to show that she can get pregnant. But can you imagine how that would hurt Jessica if Whitney got pregnant? Like right out the gate? And she's been trying for
Yeah,
years?
yeah, and that's why I'm trying to believe Whitney's not that thought thoughtless, but it is Whitney, so I'm gonna table that.
Mm. Anywho, y'all, join us tomorrow for a late show where we'll be talking about Jazz and Nisha and Nana and Granny and Poppy were champs. I cried during the episode, Jamal. It was so good.
Oh, I can't wait to watch it.
Yeah, watch it. I thought it was nice. Again, the editing was bad for me. But again,
Okay.
it it ended nicely, and I want to see season 2. And I want Nisha
Gotcha.
to get her act together. I really do. I want her to stop saying, I hear you, and fucking do something. And that's it. But yeah. All right, guys. Check us out tomorrow. Everybody, don't forget, hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't. And Cecile, we hope we see you back tomorrow. If you're not watching £1,000 Roomies, give it a look and join us here tomorrow to recap it. Jamal, until next time.
Of course.
All right, guys. Bye.